It is February 28th, 2016. Here's the progress I have so far on 28 chains. Yeah, I've gotten, before I didn't have three-way data binding between the DOM, Angular, and Firebase, but now I do. It took a lot of work, but it's actually working. Right now, I just want to show one small bug after fixing a lot of big bugs. I just have one small bug right now. I want to show you how I'm going to fix it. First of all, uh, let's look at this attempt. Uh, the current the current 28-day date range is from February 28th, 2016 to March 26th. So let me write that down. I'm probably going to forget. So the original date range is from February 28th to March 26th. And for reference, on either side of the date range, I made alternating colors. So this is going to be green, red, green, red. This is going to be red, green, red, green. Yeah. So the date range, the 28-day date range starts at February 28th. I'm going to change it to February 29th. It's a leap year, by the way. It led to some confusion when debugging, but I got the hang of it. February, I'm going to change the start date of this chain to February 29th. So February 28th, the first day will be cut off. That day will be deleted from the actual database, and there will be a new day on the future side of the chain, and it won't have a color. It will be blank for the status. So when I change the start date from February 28th to February 29th, it will be red, green, red, and then red, green, white. There you go. Uh, and so here's the part where the bug comes in. Let's say I want to change the start date back from February 29 to February 28. That means on the right side, the the end date will disappear and it will look like red, green, red, green. And on the left side, it will be blank, red, green, red. And it will be blank, red, green, red instead of green, red, like it originally was, because the date, the original February 28th day object had been deleted when we did the shift. So watch, click OK. And here's where the bug is. I would expect that day object to appear on the left side, but it's going to appear on the right side. So here's the bug. You would think that February 28th, the start date is now February 28th, but on the left side it still says February 29th. And I was scared at first because where did that February 28th day object go? But it gets put on the right side when the Angular model updates. So the way I'm going to solve, luckily, when I refresh the page, the February 28th day object goes back to the left side. Refresh, and there we go. It's correct. Thankfully, it appears on the left side. I'm so glad that bug kind of works out itself. You just have to do a page refresh to get displaying correctly. So let's check. The original date range was from February 28th to March 26th, and it ends at March 26th. So at least we got that going for us. So the way I'm going to solve it is after I call the method, after I call the function to shift everything, I'm just going to refresh the page automatically. So the name of the date that changes the start date is, I think, change chain dates is changes the date range, changes the beginning and end. And here's the end of the code where all that happens. And I'm just going to put a page refresh there. So making sure that it's in the correct place. It is. I'm going to JavaScript. What is the code for window refresh? Go to first link location dot reload. Gonna copy, paste it, save it, and I'm using Node.js, and I'm using NodeMon. NodeMon allows you to NodeMon. If you just use a regular Node.js, you have to stop the server then restart. But NodeMon lets you not have to do that. Something that's weird is sometimes NodeMon will say the app will be crashed, and then sometimes it will recover and stay, and then say it's still listening, and then go back to saying it's listening on port blah 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 like it should be. But even when it says like app crashed, in this I've been able to reset my page. So let's go back to the attempt page, refresh. Now let's set it to let's change the start date from February 28th to February 29th. Now, where the bug appeared, it's when we changed from the start date from February 29th to February 28th. The February 28th object would appear on the right side, but I'm going to correct that by just doing a page refresh after. So click OK, page refresh automatically, and there you go. February 28th appears on the left side.